By the end of this video, you're gonna have a very good conceptual understanding of what Bitcoin is and how it works. At least if I do my job correctly with this video, that's what's gonna happen. And I need to disclaim to you that I am not an expert when it comes to cryptocurrency. I'm just somebody who's been studying Bitcoin a lot recently. I think that there's a lot of opportunity to make money in cryptocurrency. There's gonna be a lot of job opportunities in the cryptocurrency space. With that in mind, let's jump into the video. If you're interested in learning about Bitcoin and how it works, please stick around. If you're not interested, please close this tab or click on a different video. So, what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is like digital cash and also like digital gold. If you have those two concepts in your mind, that's a really good place to start. Let's tackle these things one at a time. How is Bitcoin like digital cash? So imagine you wanted to give me $5. What you could do is you could take $5 and take it from your wallet and place it into my wallet. Just like you can have a physical wallet, you can also have a Bitcoin wallet. And your Bitcoin wallet is digital. It exists in the digital space. It's not physical like the physical wallet you have. Your Bitcoin wallet is actually just a sequence of numbers and letters. And my Bitcoin wallet is a sequence of numbers and letters. And if you decide that you want to transfer $5 worth of Bitcoin from your Bitcoin wallet to my Bitcoin wallet, you can, as long as we both have an internet connection. How it works is you send me $5 worth of Bitcoin. That transaction is processed and added to this ledger. And every single transaction that has ever occurred is added to this public ledger. Again, it's public. Everyone can see the transactions that are happening between two Bitcoin wallets. But no one knows who the wallets belong to because, again, it's just a sequence of numbers and letters. So it's a public ledger, sort of, but no one knows who all of the Bitcoin wallets belong to. You might be wondering right now, okay, so how does that ledger updated? How does the transaction still occur? That's a great question. So how it happens is there's these things called Bitcoin miners. And what the Bitcoin miners do is they validate whether or not you had enough funds to send the transaction. If you have enough funds, they process the transaction, add a record to the ledger, and then tell every other Bitcoin miner, hey, I've added a record to the ledger. Here's the most up-to-date ledger. In return for validating whether or not you had enough funds to send me Bitcoin, in return for processing the transaction and adding a record to the ledger, it gets paid a transaction fee and also gets rewarded from the unmined Bitcoin. So we're about to get into why it's like digital gold, but let's pause for a second. It's like digital cash because you can send money to anyone in the world as long as they have an internet connection and you both have Bitcoin wallets. And you can send any amount as long as you have the funds. If you want to send $5, $500, $5 million, you can send it. As long as you have the funds, as long as you both have Bitcoin wallets, and as long as you have an internet connection. So that's how it's like digital cash. You can transfer directly from your Bitcoin wallet to somebody else's wallet, and you don't even have to be in the same room. It's digital. Now let's talk about how it's like digital gold. The reason Bitcoin is like digital gold is because Bitcoin is capped at 21 million. And currently we have about 20 million of the Bitcoin mined, and we still need to mine 1 million more Bitcoin. So why is it like digital gold? First, it's scarce. And the longer we go, the more Bitcoin we mine, the harder it gets to mine the rest of the Bitcoin. So every 4 years approximately, there's a Bitcoin halving. The reward for the Bitcoin miners to add transactions to the ledger and to process transactions gets halved. They have to do double the work to get the same amount of Bitcoin reward. They're still always gonna get paid the transaction fees, but it gets harder and harder for them to get that newly minted Bitcoin. So again, it's similar to gold because I imagine in the beginning of the gold rush, it was probably very easy to find gold, or at least easier. Maybe you had to dig 3 or 4 feet into the earth and you'd find a bunch of gold. But as time went on, you'd have to dig deeper and deeper and deeper into the earth to get more gold. So that's how it's like digital gold. So that's what Bitcoin is. Again, to recap, Bitcoin is like digital gold and also like digital cash. You can send money to anyone around the world as long as you both have an internet connection and a Bitcoin wallet. There's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin, and the farther we go in time, the harder it is to mine that Bitcoin. I hope you found this video useful. If you liked this video and it was useful, leave me a thumbs up. And if you are somebody who knows a lot about cryptocurrency, you know more about Bitcoin than I do, and I misspoke or I misrepresented something, please let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll do a follow-up video or something. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all on the next one.